Next speaker is a professor of political science and a volunteer escort at the Planned Parenthood Clinic in Providence. Her research and teaching focuses on political violence, including violence committed by anti-reproductive rights groups. She is a member of the LGBTQIA community and will talk about the importance of reproductive rights and the essential role of Planned Parenthood to the queer identified community. Please welcome Sandy McEvoy.
Hi folks, are you alive?
Yes.
Okay, you got your toe warmers in? Yeah. So, as you know, I'm one of many proud clinic escorts at our Planned Parenthood clinic here on Point Street. As a volunteer and a member of the LGBTQ plus community, I want to briefly tell you why Planned Parenthood is so vital, what you can do to help, and to remind you of how powerful we are. I've been a member of the queer community for all of my life. Perhaps some of you, or like me, were told repeatedly what you should and should not do with your body and with whom. When I was younger, I didn't know that Planned Parenthood would have been a safe place for me to go for inclusive, caring, and excellent health care. Planned Parenthood is a place where straight, cisgendered men and women go for health care. It's a place for every member of every community. Republican, Democrat, Independent, Undecided, Immigrant, Undocumented, Trans, Questioning. Access to quality care for everyone matters, and it is a human right.
Yes.
If Planned Parenthood has any motive, it is to keep you well. Why should Americans be afraid of such an idea? As a clinic escort, I see the importance of accessible health care every week. Escorts help clients walk through protesters who use their bodies to block our clinic. Clients, ooh, it's cold, my fingers are freezing cold. Clients are asked to walk to their medical appointments amidst yells and curse accusations of the worst kind. In the minutes between client arrivals, staff and volunteers are barraged with insults, wild accusations, and revisionist history. What's the objective? That we'll find their harassment too much so that staff, volunteers, and clients will not return. But why now? Because the fear-mongering encouraged by the Trump administration that wants to convince us that affordable, compassionate care is a luxury that we can no longer afford. We know this is unacceptable. Our organizing is working. This week, we fought back. When this administration tried to rush a bill that would have thrown millions of women off health care, end access to Planned Parenthood, threaten maternity care and family planning services, we resisted. We need to keep up the pressure. And here's the good news. Together, we can do this work. Just last night, we mobilized to reject Republican health care legislation. Pressure works. But like the protesters I described in front of our clinic, our opponents win if we don't show up. We stand here in solidarity with one another to resist an administration that has come to epitomize the darkest sides of government. One that would deprive its people of care, of a woman's right to make choices about her own body, and strip entire communities of access to caring physicians committed to keeping them well. If this Republican administration is so committed to privacy, nothing is more private than a person's body, and they cannot be allowed to legislate mine or yours. Locally, we have to keep working. Some of the other speakers have already said that Planned Parenthood and other reproductive rights advocates are proposing legislation that would ensure that abortion will remain safe and legal in Rhode Island regardless of what happens at the federal level. The legislation is being proposed this Wednesday, right there. And we need as many people as we can get to show up and support it. Please visit the Planned Parenthood table, which is just over here to my right, to learn how to take part. So I'm asking you to find your sidewalk. Find your way to resist. Make phone calls, text, write letters, send snarky postcards to the White House. Donate to Planned Parenthood. Remind our legislators that we are watching and thank them when they defend our interests. Finally, I hope this administration and its local supporters are listening. Too many brave people have fought for and bled for these rights. Look at these women here. Been doing this a long time. People of all sexualities, gender expressions, nationalities, and immigrant status. People of all colors, and fabulous queens. These elders fought to get us here, to this moment, to this place where we say enough. They did not give us this opportunity only to watch others take it from us, and we will not surrender them easily. We resist.